Hey everybody. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to start this whole shebang with first in my heart, my lovely wife, Kaitlin. And we're going to be asking a lot of people questions. You're about to see this whole thing unfold with lots of different interviews and everybody's answers. But of course, for like, as always, first in my heart is my baby, right? My wife, Kaitlin. Hey, what's up?
Nothing much. I'm excited to talk about some E3.
Heck yeah. I'm excited too. Are you like, I think this year you're kind of starting to understand a little bit about what has always made me so excited about E3 because you're kind of like more involved with a lot of the news and stuff, right? So does that
So professional.
I'm sorry. Hold on guys. Let me mute my phone real quick during this interview with my
I
wife.
even made sure to mute mine
I did for everybody else. I just forgot to before we went.
because you're just so comfortable with me.
That's right.
But yeah, I always knew why you loved it.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I can kind of share in some of the excitement with you.
So are you excited? Do you actually feel some excitement
Yeah,
about E3?
I do.
It's
I do. I
awesome.
do.
Well, babe, like I did with everybody else, I'm gonna
Your mic just cut out for a little bit.
did it. Well,
Yeah.
on my end it's probably okay.
Okay.
So on like I did with everybody else, I'm going to ask you three questions. Okay.
Okay.
And you can answer these however you want, right? And then after that is over with, I'm going to get three Xbox E3 predictions from you.
Okay.
All right. So when you're ready, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, babe. Will Phil have shelves at E3?
So, fun fact, this question is actually my idea.
It was, yeah. Spoiler alert, it was. It was Kate's idea. She had that question.
So being that it's my idea to ask this, I actually don't think he will.
Oh, really? No?
Well, I mean, it's so hard to say because I don't know exactly how the show is going to look because it's like digital, you know? So
Right.
I don't know if like, do you know if they're going to be on a stage and just not have like fans there, an audience, or what?
So from what I've heard, because I don't do research myself, this is just hearsay from other people that are not as lazy as I am. They are saying that there will be some sort of stage with like a limited amount of like media presence there instead of like a big crowd. So there may, what I imagine in my head then is like a small stage with a small audience. That's
So then
just,
I assume
I don't
people
know
like
though.
Phil Spencer will be there.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't
But
even
who
know if
but who
it's
knows?
live, right? You know, I don't know. I have no clue personally how what it's gonna actually be like. There's people that know. I don't know. So, um, it's fun speculation at this point.
Ding. Um, with that being said, I'm gonna say no,
No.
even though the question was my idea.
So you put a question out there that you would answer yourself no. Hey, that's great. I love it, babe. All right.
You
Next
know, I'm
question.
always surprising you.
You're definitely. Will we get a Starfield release date?
Um, I'm not like that into the whole Starfield thing, whatever it is. I'm going to say no specific date.
Uh-huh.
I think we'll do one of those like coming fall 2022,
Okay.
something like that.
So no. No,
Nothing
you think they're going to
concrete.
be a window, but not a
Yeah,
date.
a window.
Okay. Fair enough. That's very popular. A lot of people are saying the same thing. I have my
I'm the
hopes for a
first one.
date, but we'll see. You're the first one. Okay. All right, babe. Very good answers so far. Very practical answers so far. Okay.
I'm
Now,
just a practical gal.
yeah. We'll see now on the third answer what you come up with. Third question what you come up with. Now, this one you cannot say none and you cannot say zero. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Which publisher will Xbox announce they have acquired at E3?
Sega. Sega.
That was very quick. You got it.
Yeah, I've said it before. I've said it on the podcast a few times, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's because what you want to happen, right?
Yes, it's because of what I want, but it's also because it's going to happen because they put out the Sonic controller, they put out the Knuckles controller, and so what's left?
Tails.
Do you hear the spinning tail sound? We are going to see it. It's going to come up. There's going to be some kind of robot thingy in the sky, and it's going to be a little robot Tails, and he's going to be flying into E3.
Yep.
With a orange controller.
Okay.
And then it's going to drop down in between the red and the blue controller on stage.
Okay.
And people are going to think it's just an orange controller.
Right.
But no, they're going to announce that they have acquired Sony. And then they're going to show gameplay. So
that would like the place would go crazy if they announced they acquired Sony.
Excuse me, Sega.
Okay, all
right. Just cut this out, okay? Don't use this.
Not a chance.
They're gonna announce that they've acquired. I was about to say Sony again. Sega. And then they're gonna show some footage of the new Sonic game they're working on.
Okay, cool. Hey.
And it's gonna be like old school Sonic.
So there's gonna be a different one than we saw at the Sonic thing the other day. This Colors one.
Oh yeah, totally different.
Okay, interesting. Hey, I love this. That would be amazing if that actually happens, and if it happens exactly in the way in which you said, I'll actually be a little concerned because that's like too on the nose. You know what I mean? So it's very specific. I love it. All right, babe. Now those were the three.
I was just having fun with that.
You're having fun with that. So, those were the three questions that I had for you. And next, I'm going to get 3 Xbox E3 predictions from you. Okay? So these are straight from your heart, straight from your mind, whatever you could imagine or whatever you think is actually going to happen. You're coming up with these, and I'm ready to get those from you whenever you are. So we'll start. You're ready with Xbox E3 prediction number 1.
So things I think are going to happen, or
you could say like, you could go out there, you could go step out on a ledge or be crazy, like what your heart desires, or you could stay safe in what you think is actually going to happen at E3. It's up to you. I won't judge you either way.
Thanks. Okay, the first thing. Actually, I'm going to save this for last. I've talked to you about this before. I think that they're going to announce some kind of Gears of War collection.
Oh, okay.
Similar to the Halo Master Chief collection.
Right. Like what people
I don't know if you remembered when I brought this up to you like a month or so ago.
Yeah, I do. That was interesting then. Yeah. So like a Phoenix collection is what people are calling it, like that are asking for it because of.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Awesome. Hey, I hope it happens. That's a great prediction. Now, let's get Xbox E3 prediction number 2. Was that a cat or was that a Splinter Cell?
That was the Splinter Cell goggles.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that sound, right?
Yep.
So it'll be dark, and then you're just gonna hear that sound,
Right.
and everybody is just gonna go wild.
Right.
And you're gonna cry, and I'm gonna have to like console you,
Yeah.
and you're gonna say it's happy tears, and it's gonna be awesome. So definitely Splinter Cell.
Heck
People are asking for it for years.
Been too long.
Yeah.
If this happens, I mean, you're making an amazing E3 so far, because the Phoenix Collection, Splinter Cell, I mean, these are amazing things that need to happen, overdue, right? Both of those. So you're doing amazing. Now, babe, Xbox E3 prediction number 3.
So I saved the best for last.
Okay, that's good, because you should, right?
So, well, I mean, this might not be the best for some people, but I would be pretty stoked about it. So they are going to they're about to remaster GTA 5.
Yeah, it's like in the works for another remaster. Yeah.
Okay. But like the FPSs and stuff will be better.
Yeah, probably so. The FPSs, yeah.
So everybody is like, no way I'm buying GTA 5 again. Don't do it. If you do it, they're never going to make 6, blah, blah, blah. Well, surprise everybody, because they are going to announce that it is going to be on Game Pass day 1.
Oh,
so you do not have to worry about buying it again. It's going to be on Game Pass day 1. Everybody has been talking about it. Everybody's expressed their disdain. Is that the right word? Yeah.
Yeah, disdain, pleasure.
Disdain for having to buy it again. And I feel like they listen to the people.
Yeah.
And they're going to do us a solid and say Game Pass day 1.
Hey, if that happens, that'll make a lot of people happy, right?
Me included.
Yeah, because you're a GTA girl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, babe,
I think I freaking nailed that whole thing.
You did. That was, I'm impressed. I'm a little worried now because mine are going to suck, because I have not prepared anything actually for this. I've been asking questions, but I have not actually thought about anything because I do not prepare for anything. And also, like, I feel like it's better if I just like come up with it like when I'm asked, right? So now it's your turn. Well, it's be in the hot seat. Yeah, it's gonna be your turn to ask me the same questions, because this is the first time that this has been done to me. Now, after I've done all of these interviews with all these amazing people in the community, now the tables are turned, and I hand the keys over to you to put the pressure on. You can go for it with the questions, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, Mav, aka Fun Speculation. Will Phil have shelves at E3?
Yes. Now, here's why. Yes, there will be shelves, and it's because shelves are open for wide interpretation. Okay? If Phil is standing somewhere and there is a shelf in view, it counts, right? It doesn't have to be in his house. It doesn't have to be like a setup where he has a picture of Kojima or anything there. If he is like, even if he's standing on stage and you can see a shelf in the camera frame somewhere, that counts as Phil having shelves at E3. That is 100%.
I don't know about that.
Going to happen. There is going to be a shelf within view of Phil Spencer sometime during E3. Also, when I posed this question, I didn't even say during the conference E3 is a long event. He may be doing several interviews during E3. And at some point, he will be sitting within camera shot of a shelf. So yes, Phil will have shelves at E3.
But will it be his shelf?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does.
Hey, you know what? Like, if you want to say that it matters if it's his shelf or not, then it gets a little bit more dicey. Okay.
Exactly. It has to be his.
I'm gonna still say yes.
It has to be his, or else there's no point in even discussing it.
I think at this point he knows he needs to have a shelf with him at all times to be ready to go on camera. So he carries a briefcase with him.
Someone needs to like build him a backpack.
Yeah.
That has like a shelf coming up out of it, so it's just like always behind him.
Yeah, exactly. He has something with him that is like a carryable item, like a backpack or a briefcase or something that he can just make easily into a shelf, like on the fly within like 5 seconds. It just is automatically as a shelf. And I think he's got to have it probably one prop in that briefcase or backpack to put on the shelf at all times as well.
That sounds super realistic and will definitely probably happen.
Yeah. Yep. Phil will have shelves at E3.
Okay. Next question.
Yep.
Will we get a Starfield release date?
Yes. Yes. We will get a Starfield release date because I am still holding out hope that the reports coming from some of the big media, like journalists like Jason Schreier, Tom Warren, and some others, were fed misinformation to lead us all astray, and that the game is actually coming out this year, and it's going to be, well, either this year or early next year. Early next year enough, or late this year to where they feel comfortable giving us a date to get everybody excited. It'll either be late 2021 or February 2022. And I think we'll get a date for it, and I think it's going to be a specific date, and that's my hope, right? So that's what I'm going to say, because I believe in willing something into existence by speaking it, and maybe if I say it enough, it will actually come true. So that's what I'm hoping for. So yes, we will get a Starfield release date.
Cool. All right. What publisher will Xbox announce they have acquired at E3?
Okay, so I put this onto people that they cannot say none or zero, so I will also put those rules onto myself and make sure that I abide by them. So, all right, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say something that I think would make a huge impact for Xbox. It would make a huge impact for the gaming industry, and it would also make a huge impact for Xbox because they would all of a sudden have a lot more influence in Japan with the games library that they have. And I think Xbox is going to announce that they have acquired Square Enix. And
that would be a big one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Final Fantasy will be an Xbox franchise and all the other Square Enix IPs. That's what I'm gonna say. Because
will they be exclusive?
Oh yeah, if Square Enix gets acquired, it's basically to make all the games exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. So just like ZeniMax Bethesda, hey, guess what? Final Fantasy will now be an exclusive franchise. They'll still honor their existing contracts, you know what I mean, for a while, like, and stuff. Yes, it's gonna happen.
That's a big prediction.
Yeah, it's an answer to a question, not a prediction.
Oh well, same thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of a prediction. It's like what you think.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, so I need 3 predictions or answers to a question however you want to say it, of either things that you think we will see or things you want to see at E3.
Now this is getting tricky because this goes into the realm of actually me making like real things potentially.
Yes.
So,
or just some far-fetched thing that
right
you would love to see.
Okay, so my Xbox E3 prediction number 1 is that you took some of mine, like, so it's like, okay.
That's okay.
Okay, here we go. Capcom is going to, we've all been speculating about Sega making partnerships, Ubisoft making partnerships. I think Capcom is going to engage in a partnership with Xbox. And all of their games are going to be coming to Game Pass day one. Not only that, they're going in this deal, they're going to bring back Dead Rising and also Lost Planet. And those will also have 2 games that are going to be announced. So one for Lost Planet, one for Dead Rising. And people are going to go crazy. And they're going to be in the RE engine. And they're going to look incredible. So I'll go out on a limb. That's a crazy one, but that would be amazing. So that's going to happen.
Give me another one.
Okay. Xbox E3 prediction number 2. In the Ubisoft partnership, I don't know. I'm going the same route here in a different publisher. Within the Ubisoft partnership that they are going to announce with Ubisoft Plus coming to Xbox Game Pass, there is going to be ink that is going to be dried in that contract that makes Sam Fisher and the Splinter Cell franchise forevermore exclusive on the Xbox platform. And they will announce a brand new Splinter Cell game coming to Game Pass day one. And that franchise will come back in a huge way with Xbox branding all behind it. So I'm piggybacking off of your Splinter Cell guess, and I'm taking it just a step further.
Yeah. You do it.
No.
Mine is way better.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I need one more from you.
Okay, this is the last one, so like
make it count.
All right, so Xbox E3 prediction number 3. Okay. Xbox is going to announce a new IP that is going to be a fighting game franchise that is going to be a mix of Xbox first party characters as the main fighters, and it will be Xbox versus something else. I don't know what the name of the game is going to be, but it'll be like Xbox characters versus something else. It'll be like Xbox versus Capcom, or like Xbox versus Mortal Kombat, or Xbox versus like Tekken or something. And it'll be a huge thing. And all of the Xbox first party characters like Master Chief, Marcus Phoenix, Dom. You got like let's say, why not? Fireteam Osiris is in there, and let's say you got the Arbiter. You have freaking Dragonborn, Doomslayer. Just tons of them. Tons of Xbox first party characters are going to be in the roster for this game.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Has that been talked about before?
No.
That's a good idea.
That's me willing something into existence. So
yeah, I like it.
Let's make it happen, Xbox. Let's make it happen. It needs to happen. Here's the key to that. If you do that, it can be an Xbox exclusive. Xbox can fund the development of the game, but you can actually co-publish it with the publisher that is actually behind the fighting game dev team, and team up with them so they can handle the development of the game for your platform. So
Yeah.
even if Xbox doesn't have a fighting game team right now, they don't have to. They can still make this happen.
I like it.
That's it. So those are my predictions. Those are your predictions. And also, we got our answers to the tough hitting questions. Now, this video is going to have a lot more answers and questions going on forward from a lot of our favorite people in the community that were kind enough to actually be guests on our channel for this. So I hope everybody enjoys what you're about to have in store from all of these amazing people. So hey guys, let's see who's our first guest.